So look, it began back in, I think about May 2022. So at the time I was sort of learning dropshipping on the side. Like I was in a good paying job, a well-paying job actually. And was sort of, it wasn't giving me what I wanted anymore. So I wanted something different. I wanted to get out of, I was in construction. I wanted to get out of construction. Like it just didn't feel right for me anymore. So I was studying dropshipping on the side, just watching YouTube videos, researching, like doing a website in the background, slowly, steadily getting it moving. Got to a point where I was sort of like I was like stalled out. Like didn't really know what to do. Then I was just scrolling through TikTok and I see this person, Andrew Tate. I was like, who is Andrew Tate? First thing I did, Google Andrew Tate. Read his Wikipedia. I'm like, okay, this guy's like, seems all right. But I don't know if I trust this Hustlers University. So I sat on it for a week and I said, if I keep seeing more stuff, look, I'll probably do it. A week went past again, had a look. I was like, all right, this is like sort of becoming like a sign. Third week, yep, I signed up. Best thing I've ever done. What I learned in the first, I reckon 2 weeks of being with Hustlers, just trumped the months of stuff I was trying to learn myself. It didn't make sense. I honestly, I couldn't believe I was sitting there asking professor questions. Like questions were getting answered straight away with detail. Completely, it pushed me forward, pushed me to like where I am today. Once I started in Hustlers though, I was like, I wasn't making money. I was just learning. For like 3 or 4 months, I was just learning. Like tried products, obviously like some of them failed, test and repeat, just kept doing that and just trying to fine tune the machine. In that same time, I left my job. I said, like, don't want to do this anymore. So I left it at the end of June actually. Left, just said, I'm going to focus hands down on this. Had like 10 or 15 grand saved up. Isn't much in the scheme of things, but I thought there is no plan B, plan A. It has to go, it has to work. So I don't want to set myself a big cushion, because if I set myself a big cushion, you become complacent and you become, I don't know, you fall into like a comfort zone. So if you're always on the edge and always sort of stressed and moving forward, it works out. So that's what I did and it worked out.
A common misconception you see from people just starting out is they think they'll do copywriting, they'll earn maybe a few thousand from that, and then they'll go into e-com to then scale that. But why that doesn't make sense is because you put in, it takes about a few months to really get competent at that skill, whatever you're learning. So when you do earn those few thousand, at that point, you're competent in that skill, and it's so much easier to scale from there. Like going from making your first few thousand to even like 10K a month could be a difference of 2 months or less. So it's not really worth then jumping around once you've learned that skill. So what you were saying, just fully commit, choose one kind of skill and just fully commit to it.
Commit to it, because I was at the start, I was sort of like that. I went through, like, I signed up for the copywriting, I did like the e-com, like all of them, and I was like trying to like learn all of them. Like, why am I trying to learn all of them? I just learn one, make that one thing work. When it's working, then I've got the time to jump back and then learn something else.
Mm-hmm. And now that you're on this trajectory after having joined the real world, where do you see your life heading in 6 months to 1 year?
6 months, hopefully it would be nice if we kept the same consistent sale pattern. I want to scale up. I want to get my product out there, get it all properly branded, everything, and just really promote it as it is. Promote it as this device, this thing that's going to help people and make your life better. And then from that, change people's lives and actually help them improve their life with everything. And then a year from now, look, I would love to, it'd be awesome to be able to say I made my first million in the year. Like, I know that some people might go, oh, it's a large goal, but it's actually not. If you can see what you can turn over in a day, it's doable. It just takes consistency.
So not if you reach it, when you reach that goal, message me, let me know. We'll do a follow-up interview.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cool.
So really appreciate your time. Before we go, where can people contact you or find out more about you?
You can go contact me on Instagram. So my Instagram is pretty basic. It's just Dana DiPaolo. So DANA DIPAOLO. Yeah, it should be like the only profile with that name. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so really appreciate you coming on, and I wish you all the best. Goodbye.
Cool. Thank you for that.